Hello, welcome to the Happy Hippie Intuitive. This is Nina and I am here to do a weekly reading. It's going to be for the week of Halloween and for the week of the 31st of October up until the 6th of November. So, I have 3 decks for you to choose from as always, but before we get into it, I would like to remind you these readings are general. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If you're interested in going deeper, I have another channel called Awakening with Nina. It's in the description box below, and that is where we talk about the awakening process and we go deeper into energies and into messages from the universe. So if that interests you, then pop on down there and have a look. Anyways, let's jump into this reading for this week. Very exciting. I'm filming this the day before Halloween, so for those of you who celebrate Halloween, happy Halloween. Halloween is also actually my birthday. Yes, of course, I'm born on the 31st of October. Anyways, so this is going to be a kind of fun reading for me too. Anyways, so you have 3 decks to choose from. Now on number 1, we have the Everyday Witch Tarot. On number 2, we have the Witch Tarot. And on number 3, we have the Dark Mansion, isn't it? No. Sorry, Dark Woods Tarot. That's called the Dark Woods Tarot. So sink into your intuition, ask your angels and guides to guide you. Pause the video if you need more time to make your pick, either number 1, 2, or 3. And I'll be back in a moment and I'll start with number 1. Okay, removing number 3 and number 2. Okay, number 1. So if you chose the Everyday Witch Tarot, then this is your reading. I also have the Beautiful Creatures Tarot that I'm going to use as an extra deck today. I also have the Oracle of Samhain there, and we also have the Halloween Oracle, and we also have the Everyday Witch Oracle, and we also have what is it called? Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle here as well. So we have plenty of cards that we're going to use today. So it's probably going to be a little bit of a longer reading today. Anyways, let's get into it. So let us look at the energies for you, number 1, for the week ahead. So going to shuffle a little bit. And just to say that it's normally not blue, this deck, but I have edged it in blue. Because I just love that color, so that was what I did. Anyway, so let's see what energies you might bump up against this coming week, number 1, and ask Spirit, Universe, for advice on how to maneuver those energies. So let's see where we go. Let's see where we go for you. The World. Well, you're off to a good start here. Closing off an old chapter or stepping into something new. The Moon. Okay. 5 of Wands. Okay. Not seeing eye to eye with something or somebody. Temperance card. The Healing. Oh, did I bump the camera? No. Why is it so crooked here today? That's very strange. Okay, anyway, so there. Temperance card. 4 of Wands, Ace of Cups. Okay. Underneath we have the High Priestess. Well, that's fitting. Okay. So let me see if I can just adjust this table a little bit, maybe, so I can have these. No, that was the wrong way. I don't understand why this camera is being so crazy today. I might have bumped it a little bit. Just let me adjust that just a second. See if that helps a little bit. There. I was hoping to have these straight on my table today. and adjust the camera accordingly, but very strange. It was straight earlier. You see what I'm dealing with here? OCD. Okay, I'm so sorry. It's just very annoying when it's crooked in the camera. There. Okay, we'll just have to live with that. Anyways, okay, so what I'm seeing here is that there has been some sort of a dispute going on. There's somebody who's not seeing eye to eye with somebody. It might be work, it might be friends, it might be family, but it might also be actually your ego kind of fighting with itself. So you have to take that as it resonates. Sometimes this card for me can mean that your ego is weighing back and forth and, you know, making up all these stories and not really listening to reason, if you will. And so that might be going on as well, that you're, you know, weighing something back and forth and spending a lot of energy on trying to figure something out. Okay, so that might be this card as well. And it comes together with the Ace of Cups. So there is a loving offer, something being offered to you. And this is love from the universe as well, just to have that said. So there might be love from the universe in general. It might also be love from someone that was lost or has passed over. But you have the High Priestess here on the side, together with the Three of Swords underneath. So I do feel like you have been connecting with the universe, or you have been listening to the universe regarding whatever situation this is. So I do also feel with the Moon card here that you might have been going through some dark night of the soul, or you might have been going through some old wounds that might have come up for you. There might have been some sorrow or grief that needed to come to the surface that you have been going through. And I feel that because I see the World and I see the Temperance card here. Just a moment, because they're going to my throat right now. When my throat starts acting up in a reading, that's when universe contacts me with some information. So let me just sink in while I also take a pastel, because I don't want to cough on the camera today. There is something they want to tell me. Just a second. Okay. Okay. So I'm hearing I'm hearing you're going too fast. You're being impatient with yourself, is what I'm hearing. Okay. So for some of you, whatever this has been for you, this kind of shadow side, maybe very emotional stuff has been coming up. For some of you, I feel like your ego have been pushing it away, so you haven't been looking at it properly, or you have been wanting results too quickly, wanting it to be released too quickly. And when we go in to release something, you know, do the healing work, which is very much the Temperance card here, you can't go in with the intention of removing what is hurtful, because then you're going against your own emotions. The hurt is just your emotions telling you about a situation. This is how I feel right now. This is the situation. And if you go against that, you're actually telling your inner child, no, that's not how you feel. No, I don't want to feel that way. It's like, you know, it's like you look at the temperature before going outside a house, right? And it says minus 10 degrees Celsius, for instance. I don't know what that's in Fahrenheit, but minus 10 is below freezing. 0 is freezing here. So, and you go outside and you're like, but I don't want it to be minus 10. Yeah, but it is minus 10. No, but I don't want it to be minus 10. You know, it's like you can't tell your emotions that that's not what it feels. It feels what it feels. You can't go against it. You can't wish it to be something else, okay? Your emotions are just telling you that this is the situation. This is how things are right now. So they're telling you not to move ahead too quickly. That's what they told me. You're moving too quickly and you're expecting a result too quickly, or you're wanting to kind of move away from it. And that's what I felt here earlier, that this is actually your ego fighting with yourself. It might be also other people's egos, just to have that said, might be in the mix here as well. But I felt, since I feel like this is very much to do about healing, it's your own ego. That's kind of trying to get you away, like believing in what has been taught from childhood, that you just need to pick yourself up. You just need to have happy thoughts. You just need to focus on what's positive, you know. And that doesn't work. When your emotions and your inner child reveals something that is in need of healing, you just have to feel through it. And you have to be patient with yourself, okay? So the Four of Wands is ground for celebration, though. And that is a very positive card in all this mess together with the healing here. But I do feel like with the High Priestess, they're also inviting you to maybe connect even more with your spiritual side, with your higher self, with your light being part. And maybe also them wanting to help you to heal, okay? The World card is inviting you to put aside an old chapter. And this old chapter might actually be the way you look upon wounds, the way you look upon emotions, the way you look upon hurt. Okay? That might be what you need to let go of, because the inner child in your body needs the time to heal. And in order for that to happen, you need to feel through whatever this is. Now, they're saying that they're with you here and they love you. They're sending you love and support. And I feel like since the Four of Wands is here, it's like you're going to be fine. Okay, this is going to work out. Whatever this is for you, it's going to work out. With the Temperance card, which for me is about healing, and with the Four of Wands. And also with the World, because the World tells me that you're going to step into the new. And there are 4 major arcana cards here. So I feel like this is a big shift for you, and in a positive way. But you need to feel something through first, okay? You cannot try and push that away. That's very important. So let us just pull a couple of extra tarot cards on that. Is there something more you can tell us about the issue here? 3 cards just flew out here, so I will take them. You have the Ace of Pentacles. That's beautiful. That's abundance. That's an offer coming towards you. You have the 5 of Swords. The feeling of defeat, and goes very well together with the 5 of Wands here. So that has been your emotions. And very often a fight with yourself, as I said, the ego. Page of Cups is also a new offer of love. And I would say that that might be from the universe. But of course, it can also be a person that wants to come in and help you in all of this as well. Now, we're going to pull a couple of oracle cards here for you as well. Be gentle with yourself is what I'm hearing as well. Yeah, universe wants you to take care of you right now, number 1, okay? Affirmation for healing the heart, yeah. Healing again. So this is definitely what's happening to you, number 1, or what is needed. It's inner healing. It can be inner child. It can be old wounds, you know, take that as it resonates. But definitely something is in need of healing with you. So let's pull a card from this deck as well. Samhain. Pumpkin. Uncaging the spirit within thou, the fertile power you hold. To taste your buttery velvet upon tongue is a gift I shall cherish each day that comes. So uncaging the spirit within. So this is kind of unleashing whatever it is that is in need of unleashing. And I feel like that has very much to do about your inner child or some emotional stuff going on with you, number 1. So don't hold back, you know, the emotions that needs to come up, they will have to come up the way they want to. Unleash it. Yeah. And it's a gift at the other end, you know, once you have been bold enough to feel this through. Okay? Even though I know it can be really painful and really rough when we're in it. Invisibility, authenticity. So authenticity is, of course, where you are authentic to yourself and who you are and what you do and how you show up in this life. But when the invisibility also comes up, I feel like that's an invitation for, it's almost like the Hermit card, you know, where you want to seclude yourself and be alone a little bit and take care of you. Okay, that's very much what this reading is about, number 1. A huge need for healing. It might have been a sorrow. Also, this might have been, of course, a breakup. It could have been being pushed out or outside of a friend group. It could have been something that happened at work that triggered all of this situation. But I feel like your ego is making it out to be more than it might need to be. And I also feel like your body and your inner child is in need of some healing. So the Moon card came up for a reason, and that's very often about, you know, diving deep into the emotional stuff. So let us pull one more card from here. Forgive. Okay, so there might be, I'm going to pull one more card from this. There might be someone that you need to forgive. But it can, of course, be you, but it can also be the other person needing to forgive you, or you needing to forgive yourself as well. Now, forgiveness doesn't mean that we think that what the other person did or whatever happened was okay. But in order for you to move on, forgiveness might benefit you in this situation. And it might also be that you have to forgive yourself for being your own worst enemy, you know, for putting stuff in your own way, kind of. So that might be as well. Confidence. It comes with time and practice. So again, with time here, this is again a card of patience. Okay, you have to be patient with yourself. You have to be kind to yourself. Now I pushed the camera again, didn't I? I'm so sorry. Oh, I have a tendency to do that sometimes. Anyways, no. So for the end of this reading today, I feel like moon magic is a good way to go. So let's pull a little card here at the end for you, number one, if they have any additional advice for you. So this is the image. Wow, beautiful, strong. I am courageous and powerful. Yeah. So they're saying that you have the power within you to get through all of this. You know your inner self, your higher self, you know what to do. Okay? It's a matter of bringing that strength out. With the High Priestess here, I see that should not be a problem for you. So self-nourishment, taking care of you, saying no to other people, maybe forgiving somebody for whatever they have done, focusing on you and your own healing now and accepting this love from the universe. And we're going to pull one last card for you. Beautiful card there. Life is conspiring for me. So with that, they're saying it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. So whatever this is might have been orchestrated on a higher level for you to experience something. Even though your human part probably doesn't want to experience it. But from a higher perspective, it might have been that you have agreed with these other people involved on, okay, you play that part and I play this part, and we will both experience this experience together. So that might be something as well. But they are also saying with that they are putting things in motion for you. And with the Page of Cups and the Ace of Cups, I felt like they are here for you, and they are saying that they are here with love and help and healing. So that's what they're saying. They're doing things for you. But you have to be able to kind of do the work here in the human part in order for them to put this in motion. So, and they're also saying over and over, be patient. It takes time. It might take practice, you know. It might take practice also in stilling the ego mind, if that's something that's coming in your way as well. If you've kind of been maybe your own worst enemy here, okay? You know, take that as it resonates. But it takes practice to still the mind and to focus on the soul part of it. So that might be an invitation to practice on that this week as well, okay? Well, I feel like that was it, number one. I hope that you enjoyed the reading. And if you celebrate Halloween, then happy Halloween. And I will see you the next time I see you. Until then, take care. Bye. Okay, number 2, if you picked this deck, which is the Witch Tarot, then this is your reading. So we're going to pull 6 cards as we always do in the weekly. So for those of you who celebrate Halloween, then happy Halloween, or All Hallows Eve, or Samhain, or Dia de los Muertos, or whatever it is that you're celebrating, or just fall in general, the shift into winter. So let us see. Oh, one card that just flew out, and that was the 5 of Swords. Okie dokie. So somebody might have been in a little dispute here, either with others or with yourself. Page of Wands, 8 of Swords. Whoosh. And we have the Death card, Transformation, Temperance. Wow. Okay. And 3 of Swords. Oi, oi, oi. And 9 of Pentacles. Okay. This is quite similar to reading 1, actually. So if you were not sure which of those 2 to choose, there might be some messages in the first reading for you as well, number 2, just to have that set. Now, I can see that you've been in some sort of rut here. Feeling hurt. Somebody might have hurt you. You might be feeling that, you know, I don't know where to go with this. You might be blinded for the truth, or you might not be seeing your way out of a situation. There might have been some people in an argument here, and somebody might have gotten hurt from the looks of it. But the good news in all of this is 9 of Pentacles and the Page of Wands coming in with new energy and new passion. Underneath there we have the King of Swords. So somebody is gaining their wisdom. They're going to see things clearly. And I feel it can be about money, or it can be about career. It can be about the ground pillars, since it has to do with the 9 of Pentacles. Your own kind of abundance and happiness. So the positive thing here also is the Death card, because the Death card means that this energy will transmute. Okay? It is the card of transformation. And you also have the card of Temperance, which for me is very much about healing. So whatever the situation is, I feel like it is in need of healing, okay? Your relationship with somebody, or your relationship with work, and maybe also your relationship with yourself, if it is your own ego that's kind of bringing this hurt about. Take that as it resonates. But I do feel that this is also involving somebody else outside of you, since the 3 of Swords comes up. So whatever this situation was, whatever this dispute or this hurt was, it is still need for healing. It's still need for, you know, transmuting that energy. So in order for us to do that, we have to feel it through. You have to set aside the time to feel it through in order for it to be released. But don't go in with the intention of just removing it, you know, oh, I'm going to go straight in here, I'm going to heal it, and then I'm done with it. That's not going to work, because it takes the time it takes, and it will come up when it's ready to be. So you will just have to give it love, okay? Sink down and ask the angels and guides to be with you, and give love into whatever it is that you're feeling, and it will come up to be felt. And then just feel it through, and then it will dissipate when it's done. So you don't have to think about it. And in that lies the big transformation and the healing, okay? Yeah. But I do feel like this might have to do with moving home, work, stability. Maybe somebody that you have been counting on isn't there anymore. You know, so your ground pillars have been rocked here. That's kind of what I'm feeling. So pull a couple of more tarot cards from this deck here. The Beautiful Creatures Tarot. The Hierophant. Okay, so that is a spiritual teacher or a spiritual connection for you. It can be you as a spiritual teacher, or it can be a priest, or it can be someone that you trust that has connection with spirit, or it can be connection directly with spirit for you. So they're definitely inviting you to connect here. Queen of Cups, intuition card. Yeah. So very much so. This can be you, of course, that you are someone who is in deep connection with spirit. But it's definitely an invitation to don't forget who you are in all of this, okay? You are a spiritual being having a human experience, not the other way around. 3 of Swords again. Wow. Okay. Yeah, you have been hurt, most definitely. Now you also have You Are One authenticity card underneath here. So that's a remembrance. Remember who you are, okay? That's an extra card in this deck, by the way. Yeah, but we're going to pull some oracle cards for you as well. So let's look at this. Third harvest. Daughters of the woods, feel thy sacred swell with subtleness. Taste the gathering of honey's milk filling your emptiness. So this is kind of a promise of harvest, though, of something going your way. That there will be, I mean, after you've done all this work, you can harvest the new energy, the transformation. So for me, that is just a message from them saying that this will benefit you in a big way. Okay, if you're willing to go into this and feel it through. So there might be a big reward kind of on the other side of all of this. Learn from life, yeah. It's a life lesson, that's what they're saying. It's just another life lesson. And even though, you know, yes, they know it hurts. The human part of you feels it, you know. But it's just another part of your life's journey. It's just another experience. It's just another energy that we have chosen to play in, kind of. Okay? So, feel it through, yes. Don't diminish the feelings around it. But also, on top of that, remember who you are. And remember why you came. You came to experience all of this. Okay? Gaining that perspective and being in that observer while you go through this emotional might benefit you. Owl, wise seeing, wise action. Yeah. With that, they're again asking you to get into that part of you that is the wise one. That is your higher self, right? The one that understands how all of this is woven together, right? Who sees things clearly, like we saw the King of Swords underneath there. So, yeah. You have the wisdom within, is what they're saying as well here. Homeward. Take yourself out on a date. So with that, I feel like they're saying that you need to not replenish, but recuperate. You need to put yourself first. You need to be gentle with yourself. You need to give love into yourself. Okay? There is healing needed here. There is transformation needed in the energy. But in order for it to happen, you have to feel it through. And that's part of the... I will take that. It's part of the healing and part of the journey here is that taking care of you is feeling it. It's really important. So I'll pull one more card here. So we'll look at those two. So this first one, beautiful, beautiful picture. So I am courageous and powerful. So with that, they're saying that you have the strength within you to go through all of this. You are bold enough to feel this through, even though it hurts. So they will also be here for you if needed. I'm sorry that the cards are a little bit crooked today. And this one also, and that says, I seek balance and grounding. So grounding is needed, finding your balance, finding your, you know, your strength again, finding your laughter again, finding your wisdom within, right? Remembering who you truly are. You're one with everything. You're one with the energy field of everything. You are a spiritual being, right? So you're just observing and experiencing this human journey and whatever this human is now going through. It hurts for the human, yes, but for the higher self, it is just another experience. So that might help you get through this, you know, that kind of knowledge and tapping into the wise part of you. Tapping into the energy field of your higher self and your support team, because they're here and supporting you on this journey and through this healing, right? And then we will end up over here, you know, with the happiness, the contentment, the balance, the wisdom, seeing things clearly, right? So that's where we're headed. So I feel like that was pretty much it, number 2. I hope this made sense for you. You have my love. I know it can be hard to go through these things. And look at reading 1 too, if there's something, might be something there that might benefit you as well. If you were considering and wasn't sure which one to choose, then I would say that this is very much like reading 1. So there might be something over there for you as well. Well, that was it, number 2. As I said, you have my love and happy Halloween if you're celebrating. And until the next time I see ya. Bye. Okay, number 3. So if you pick this deck, then this is your reading. We also have plenty of oracle cards that we're going to use today. Bringing out all my fun Halloween decks for this reading today. But we're going to start with the tarot as we always do. So I hope you are doing well, number 3. So we are going to shuffle a little bit and then we are going to pull 6 cards. So let's see where we go, number 3. The Lover's card. The 7 of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. 2 of Swords. The Knight of Pentacles. And the 3 of Pentacles. Underneath we have 5 of Swords. Okay. Yeah, okay, so the Lovers with the 2 of Swords. So that's a choice. It can be a choice. I mean, the Lovers can be a card of just choice in general. But it can be a choice, of course, regarding love or regarding friendship, regarding partnership, family members, you know, something, a loving energy. It comes together with the 2 of Swords, which is about choice. But it can also be about blinded, not knowing where to go, okay? You have the 7 of Pentacles, and that is, for me, the card of feeling impatient, of wanting things to grow. You know, you planted the seed, and it's still not growing, or it's not growing fast enough. You know, I'm not getting there fast enough kind of feeling. And you have the Knight of Pentacles here. And so for some of you, this might be a love offer coming in kind of slow, or there might be a relationship where you feel like things are moving very slowly forward and you want it to move faster. But the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight of the bunch. So he takes his time, you know, earth element. So he might be an earth sign even. So, or he or she, of course. But anyways, no, so it's about something that you want that is not moving fast enough. It can be a relationship, it can be work related, you know, take it as it resonates. But that's kind of the energy I feel here. The Queen of Swords, she can be, of course, someone who sees things very clearly or has a goal. She knows, she has a vision, she knows where she wants to go. She has her aim. But the Queen of Swords can also be someone with a sharp tongue. Someone who can be a little bit too, direct maybe in certain situations. You also have the Three of Pentacles, which is about building something new, starting up something new, okay? So there might be that you are anticipating a new start or something you just started, you wanted to build. It can be work-related, it can be a hobby, it can be a relationship, you know, whatever. And it's really bothering you that this isn't taking off. Nothing is happening, and you're being so impatient and so hard on yourself right now. And this person is like, dude, can't you move? Come on, move your butt. And we need to get it moving here. What's happening? You know, that's the feeling I get here. But the thing is that when I see the Five of Swords over here, and I see the Knight of Cups underneath, which is a loving offer. So this person or whatever this is coming in with love. But you have to be patient because you're going to end up doing this to yourself. Okay, the Five of Swords. Because the ego is going to come in the way. As soon as you say this isn't moving fast enough and this person should have done this and that and blah, 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 the ego will go, yeah, they should have. And you know, this person really isn't so good after all and blah, blah, blah. You know, the ego can start going down that road. And that you're going to end up hurting yourself, okay? Because you're letting the impatience take over instead of looking at this like a loving offer as it is, as it says here, you know. And so maybe you're going to ruin the whole thing by being too impatient. Because the Knight of Pentacles takes his time, or her, okay? They will wait until the end of the world before they make a decision. So that's just the way it is, okay? Let's pull a couple of more tarot cards from this deck, which is the Beautiful Creatures Tarot. Such a beautiful deck with purple. I love that deck. Okay, so let's look at it. What more do you have, Spirit? The Hierophant. Okay, so there might be a spiritual teacher who can help you with this, or you know, that connection for you to Spirit. It can be a priest, it can be a spiritual teacher, a spiritual friend. It can be you as the connection between yourself as a human and Spirit, or it can be directly connecting with Spirit, but definitely an invitation to connect here. They can also be the significant for teacher, just to have that said. Queen of Pentacles, ambition, yeah. So, not surprised that that card came up. The Hierophant can also be the guardian of morals, just to have that said as well. It says here, we have to read the cards as they are presented to us, and this tarot deck is also having some words underneath here. So that says morals, and that says ambition. So, this can also then be a teacher, or it can be someone, you know, maybe in a work relationship or someone in a family who thinks they know best. So just to have that said as well, that this might be a representative for that. And this is another representative of you and your ambition and your wanting to move forward and not being very patient with yourself and others. You are one. Authenticity. This is an extra card in this deck. That's a reminder of who you are. This is also a little bit like number 2 reading, a little bit different, but still. They also got reminded of, you know, remember who you are in all of this. Underneath that deck, we have the Chariot, motion. Okay. And that's pretty much what you want. You want things to move forward quickly, right? You want to be the one steering that chariot, just barging ahead. I understand that. But you are one. So meaning we are one. Everyone is one. So recognize that the other person is you. That's also important. And again, kind of a connection to Spirit here is what I would feel with that. So let us pull. We have lots of oracle cards to pull today. So let us do this first one. The Samhain oracle. It's also red edged. Very beautiful as well. Elders. Birthed from seed within the belly of the moon, they are the wise, felt touches over our hearts and felt deep within the marrow of our spirit. So this is, of course, for me, ancestors. And again, kind of a connection with, it can be, of course, elders within your community, elders, you know, like family members and such. But it can also, of course, be ancestors that are spiritual beings now, that are on the other side. So, you know, take that as it resonates. But an invitation to connect with elders, and that might also be the Hierophant, just to have that said. It might be a wiser, older person in your vicinity. So let us look at the Everyday Witch Tarot. No, Oracle. What did I have to say? Hey, upside down. Give love. Yeah. So I would say give love to the other person in this, but also give love towards yourself. And remember the love, you know, remember the partnership. So you have the Lover's card and you have this kind of love card again here. So definitely someone coming in with love in their heart here, right? Like the Knight of Cups over here. So don't forget that it comes with love. If it's not happening quick, that's fine, but it is love behind it. This offer that's coming towards you. A loving offer. But they're also inviting you to give love and be patient maybe with the other one as well. And now the Halloween oracle. Joy. Rejoicing in the present. So an invitation to stay more in the present moment, I would say. You know, to enjoy life here and now. And maybe not take things so very seriously right now. Maybe just put it aside for a little bit and step into the energy of joy a little bit. You know, the problems is not going to go away. And also whatever this project or whatever this forward movement is for you, remember to have joy doing it. It's supposed to be joyful. It's supposed to be fun, right? So don't let your impatience destroy the joy of it, is what I would say. Okay? And we have Believe in Your Own Magic oracle. Shark, swim away from this situation. Yeah, for me, that doesn't mean swim away from the offer. For me, that means swim away from this energy that you have put yourself into here. Because I feel like you are kind of hurting yourself in this situation by being so impatient, by wanting things to move quicker, by maybe being impatient with yourself, and maybe you are then being not so nice to yourself. So don't let your ego do that to you, okay? You don't deserve that. So don't let it. It can be other people's ego as well, just to have that said. It doesn't necessarily have to be yours, but others might also be wanting you to move forward quicker than you want to move forward. And so it's, you know, it can go that way as well. So let us pull some moon magic for you, see what happens there. By Stacey DeMarco. So this is the back of that card, quite beautiful, and it says, I choose to nourish myself and enrich my life. So self-nourishment here as well, and that has very much been a topic of all three readings today, actually. Self-nourishment. Yeah, and taking care of yourself, kind of. And one more here. Let's see. That is the image. I know myself deeply and find myself worthy. Yeah. And with that, they're saying you are worthy, beyond any doubt at all. But you are also worthy of peace, and you are worthy of joy. So if your ego or somebody else is pushing you or being impatient here, then that's not, you know, respecting that worthiness of you. That's not really celebrating your worthiness. Now is it? So they're saying with that, if you're feeling that impatient, if others are pushing you and being impatient with you, you have to put your foot down and say, no, okay, this isn't going to happen. It will take the time it takes. But if it's you who are being impatient with yourself, then they're inviting you to stop, to go within, nourish yourself, step into the energy of joy, step into the energy of patience, because this is going to take the time it takes. And there might be an elderly person or ancestor or a spiritual person or teacher that might be able to help you also in this situation. Look upon the situation with the eyes of love, okay? So swim away from whatever it is that's hurting you. And I feel like what's hurting you is the ego energy. And it isn't necessarily your own ego. It can also be the ego energy of others who is wanting something from you, who is pushing you to do things faster or deliver. I mean, if it's work related, I can relate where you get pushed to the limit, where you're saying that I have done all I can here, and I cannot take on any more else, or else I'm going to get sick, you know, and they still push and they still want and they still give you deadlines. And you know, I can very deeply relate to that, and that's partially why I became sick, you know, in my life as well, is because I got pushed to the limit. And so you need to swim away from that. You need to swim away from the energy of impatience, whether it be your own or others in this situation, because it's going to end up hurting yourself if you keep on pushing. But there is some sort of loving offer here, and I feel like that might also be this elderly person or this spiritual person or person that wants to help you. And there might also be a love offer coming your way, but it's coming slower than you might want it to. So yeah, take that as it resonates with you, number 3. So I feel like that was it. I hope this resonated with you. I hope you liked the reading. It was a lot of fun cards to use today. I really love these cards. Always fun with Halloween. And if you're celebrating Halloween, then happy Halloween. Have lots of fun. I'm going to as well. It's my birthday, so I'm going to try and relax and nourish myself as well. So that's how it is. Anyways, wishing you a beautiful week, number 3. Until the next time I see ya. Bye.